Hello, family and friends. Back again. I have a lot on my mind I'd like to share. But first, I'd like to say that just got home from work and I'm off for the rest of the week for New Year's. Thank God. Man, really tired. So that's what you've been seeing. As you people who watch me for a while know that I'm a kind of a moody person, and it shows. I'm not in a bad mood, I'm tired. But when I'm in an up mood, it's really obvious. But what you're seeing is last few videos is mostly just, fatigue. And so I'm really glad to have a few days off. I have many things I'd like to share. Let me see what I can get to this time, okay? Um, I received a package. Astraltraveler did it again. I haven't looked inside yet, but I popped it, so I'll show you in a second. It should be stuff from, he made a video a while back where he did a bunch of buying and said he was buying for other people. So I'm imagining some of the things he showed, he told me he bought for me that we'll see, okay? But I wanted to share something about my job. I work with adults in a mental health rehabilitation center. And if you're not familiar with mental illness, it's not what you think it is, okay? If you don't know it, very likely what you think is wrong, okay? Just want to put that out right away. But I wanted to share the power of music. Music is powerful. One of my clients is a young man about 26, and he is paranoid schizophrenic. Without going into a lot of detail, schizophrenia is the result of what we understand is chemical imbalance in the brain. The synapses aren't firing right. There's either too much or too little dopamine, among other things, and so the brain is getting misinformation, but whatever the brain receives is what it acts upon. So if your brain's chemistry is telling it that I have 6 fingers and all you see is 4 fingers and 1 thumb, that's what you see, is you see 6 fingers because that's what the brain sees. Okay, so anyway, this particular client of mine, I have to spend a lot of time with him. He's profoundly ill. But today, in the car on the way to getting his blood drawn for before he gets his latest shot for a medication that has to be regulated with the levels in his blood, I always play music. Sometimes we listen to the radio, and we'll listen to his favorite local station, which is 89.7 The River, which is a metal station. They play a lot of kind of, I don't know, what I consider kind of skate metal. Some good stuff, but mostly what I consider crap. And but today I had my MP3 player going, and when we get in the car, I forget. When he got in the car, I forget what was playing. But what came on next it was really very. It really noticed it. The next song that came on was "Arclight" by Loop, the remix, the Arclight Radiated remix, which I just love. And just seconds within the guitar doing that first riff, I'll try to put it underneath this so you can hear it. Ooh, what's this? Is this new? I never heard anything like this, And this person, I guess I'm not giving you the big picture. The big picture is this person, his schizophrenia is so profound that he's fragmented all the time. He can't work. He really can't take care of himself too much. You know what I'm saying? Really can't. The brain just doesn't function well. Okay. And what I've noticed with a lot of the music that he likes, like Metallica, NoFX, is it's like it's just this noise going on as opposed to something he's really engaged in. And this Loop, I just noticed I got this big stain on it. What the hell is that? Anyway, I thought it was profound because he suddenly was more alert. He paid attention. The pounding of the drums, it's a very insistent Indian krautrocky beat in the song. And I don't know what they're singing. As you know, I just really don't give a shit about words. I like the sound of the voice. And he did too. And I just wanted to share that for the rest of the visit, he was so much more alert, focused with it. And it appears to me that the thing that made the difference was hearing this music, hearing loop. Just wanted to share that, the power of music. And the other reason why that was on my mind was earlier I was listening to NPR, and I believe that their guest today was Alex DeGrassi, the guitarist. I'm not sure, but it was a guitar player, acoustic, named Alex. Never heard the last name. But he was talking a lot about studies on the brain and music. And one thing he shared, which I didn't know, was that the brain uses multiple areas to process music, not just one, and it uses both sides of the brain. Very interesting. I think music is so much more powerful than our average thinking gives credence to. So here's the note. Okay. Thank you. I won't. Much love, Chris. You know I love you. And okay, so he sent me some records. Let's see what he sent me. The first thing that we have here is New Music Distribution Service. I remember these catalogs from 1986, and this is interesting. So you got this from Will Smith. I just noticed that on the Omaha World Herald. You have to talk about how you got to know Will Smith, or how you encountered him. Will Smith was a jazz critic who lived in Omaha and worked at the local newspaper here for a long time. I used to work there too. But he also used to write for Downbeat magazine. He was the person who got me in touch with a collector, and I bought some really amazing jazz years ago, including the John Coltrane Cosmic Music, an original copy. So this was Will's, eh? So you got to tell me the story, how you know Will. Okay, so that's the first thing. Excuse me, folks. Here we have a CD by Radius, Witch of Agnesy. Okay. The Positive Nature of Weeds. Okay, so this is a small label. I don't recognize any of these musicians right away. I can tell, though, that this is something that I definitely want to find the time to sit down and really listen to. Okay? Recorded by Stephen Schmidt and Tom Goralnik in New Mexico. Okay, so and this is 2001. Okay, top of my head, none of these names ring a bell, so this is going to be interesting. Radius, Witch of Agnesy. As you folks know, Chris and I do share an affinity for the obscure, not just because it's obscure. Let's get that straight. But because there is so much good music out there to be found off of the beaten path. And that will lead me into making one other comment. I forget the fella's name, but on my last video, the John McLaughlin video, someone left me the message, you got any Queen? I'd love to see it. I just want to comment like this. Isn't it obvious by now that what interests me, I am interested in music, all good music. Queen is good. But let me just make kind of a cutting statement. Everyone has Queen. Why the fuck do I want it? That's really a lot of my thinking about a lot of mainstream music. It's everywhere. I don't need it. I can. It's like, and I don't mean that in an insulting way, but just kind of a tired, weary kind of like, God damn, you know, what? Isn't it obvious by now what I'm into? You know. So I guess there is a little bit of irritation there, because it seems like a person that would say that to me does not understand me, or is missing something, or we're not on the, I'll say it, we're not on the same level or something. I don't know. Are you just trying to mess with me? I don't. And if you are, it's like something that a little brother would do to his older brother to tease. It's like, go away with that, people. Watch my videos and look and see what I'm about, all right? Stop all that foolishness. Okay, let's get back to what Chris said. I'm tired. That's part of what this is. Thank you, brother. Okay, I've been needing some John Payne because I sold my John Payne a long time ago. New York Mary, I sold it. So here's one by John Payne that I've never seen before. Bedtime Stories. Obviously, it's on a small label, which I just love. It's got, okay, Bromfield Records out of Cambridge, Massachusetts, 1975. Awesome, Chris. You know how, you know my language. We speak the same language. This is going to be fun to listen to. I'm just going to talk. I'm not going to put anything on right now. Okay, you know I love. Oh, wow. Excellent. Here we have a bootleg of the Jan Hammer Group featuring Jeff Beck, live at Angel Stadium, September 16, 1976. So I have no idea what the sound quality of this is like, but thank you, Jeff. I'm saying Jeff, thinking about Jeff Beck. I was thinking two things at one time. Thank you, my brother. No, okay, we'll put this one on. I did get to see Jan Hammer with Jeff Beck, and it was stunning. It really was. I'll go ahead and put this on, see what kind of sound quality we got. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's keep going here. Yes! I didn't know if you were going to send it to me. I didn't say anything. I just hoped, and you did. Joji Hirota. Thank you, my brother. Joji Hirota, this is... Now, I don't know if I've heard this. I have some Joji Hirota on cassette that I recorded off of the air, off of the radio, off of Hearts of Space years ago. The Wheel of Fortune. I know I'm going to dig this. I just remembered that Joji Hirota, when I heard it, I had to have it. It's got Steve Cook on here, on bass, Linda Jardine on vocals. This, yeah. Astraltraveler! Sending me the vibes, brother. You know it's all good. Thank you, man. You know how to treat me, man. Right up my alley, right up my alley. Pascal Langeron. Vive ici maintenant. Maintenant. Vivre ici maintenant. And this is music from a television series. Yeah. Now this is my first Pascal Langeron vinyl. I cannot tell you what I have off the top of my head in my collection. I have something by this man. And this is a label I've never seen. Minos. Excellent. So I'm listening to the Jan Hammer, and yeah, it's an audience recording. It's low, it's poor quality. So the most important aspect about having this is having it, that you gave it to me. Thank you. I can hear the music. Yeah, I hear it. Thank you so much, Chris. We speak the same language. I'm not even going to say something super like, I'll get you back, bro, I'll get you back. Because the truth of the matter is, Chris, our tastes are so similar that probably anything that I find that you would be interested in is I'm probably buying it for myself. You know what you like. You told me something you're looking for, which is very hard to find. If I ever see it, of course it's yours. So along those lines, if you want to tell me about something else that you're looking for that I might come across, tell me that too, and I'll look for it. Okay, we got two more here. Let's see what these are. Polyhymnia, Dream Environments Revisited. And in your letter, you say here this is the one that you don't have, and that this is pretty rare. Well, it certainly looks rare. I mean, it's obviously a self-release. Now, this is cool. But I'm going to tell you straight up, folks, this is not what Dereck wants for his release. I do not want pasted on backs and shit. I want my shit looking like it was made by a record company, okay? And that's what we're going for. But I love this sort of obscure shit. Polyhymnia. Joseph Bruley, Jeffrey Clayton. Off the top of my head, I don't know these names. Yusuf Rahman. Okay, once again, this looks pretty dangerous. I'll have to do my own version of vinyliciousness eventually with these after I really, yeah, after I get a chance to absorb them. And I had said that I was interested in this, so thank you for sending it to me. Voice of Silence by Kevin Postyapak. Again, it's on a label I don't have anything on, PRM. And it just looks very good. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it? Look at that. It just looks interesting. And it looks good. Harriacito, that name looks possibly familiar. This is out of New Jersey, 1984. Still sealed. My God. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Beyond words, man, you know. I feel you, Chris. And for those students of psychology besides me that watch our videos, and because I've had someone personal message me about some of the interactions here that they think are kind of whack. I'm completely aware of what's going on here, people, okay? People just have to be what they are. Most of you won't have any idea what I'm talking about, but the people who I'm talking to know what I'm saying. The vinyl community is very, very positive. Could it erupt into a maelstrom of madness? Yes, but can't everything. So what I'm saying is, I just accept people as they come. You can't make people be what you want them to be, okay? The other thing I'll say publicly is what I've said to some of these criticizers who have personal messaged me. That's fine that you criticize what you see here, but you have not offered me any information to make it better or to improve what you think is wrong. Chris sending me all these records again tipped off that thought. And some of you remember a while back, I did say to Chris, save some for yourself. I'm just going to say it. I'm aware of you, Chris, and I know that you're a beautiful man, but I also know that you have some deep depression. I know it from experience. I have it too. And just take care of yourself, brother. I hope that we're at a point here where you understand that the attention and the love and respect that you're receiving from others here in the vinyl community, you deserve that. And I hope soon that that well of self-love will open up and start to spring forth. I know what I'm talking about, people. I do, okay? I'm going to just say it in a rather egotistical way. I know what I'm saying is on point. Right, Chris? The last thing I want to do in this video is Sam Rivers just passed away, and thankfully NPR recognized him today with a little bit of a tribute. And I was looking at my records and I realized Sam Rivers needs to be remembered. You know, free jazz almost went away in the 70s. You know, labels like Impulse and stuff, they just dried up as far as spending money on adventurous things. And it was Sam Rivers in New York who started the Loft concert series, he and his wife. They opened up Studio Riff B. And a series of records came out documenting some of those concerts, which is the Wildflowers series, which I have 4 of the 5. This is a monumental series of live jazz performances, all recorded at Sam Rivers' home in his loft in New York. The cream of the cream are on these albums. Everyone from Sam Rivers to himself to Ken McIntyre, Sonny Murray, Bayard Lancaster, David Murray, Fred Hopkins, Henry Threadgill, Khan Jamal, Don Moyer. Let's keep going here. Jimmy Lyons, Oliver Lake, Olu Dara, the cream of the cream. And Sam Rivers had the foresight enough to know that this music needed to be continued and encouraged. And so if you ever see any of these albums, the Wildflower series 1 through 5, I'm missing number 3. These are essential. And these came about as a result of Sam Rivers. Much respect, Sam Rivers. That's number 2. I'm missing number 3. Here's number 4. Each one of these is dynamite. And number 5. Rest in peace, Sam Rivers. Once again, Chris Astraltraveler, my brother from Chicago. Thank you so much, man. You know how to treat the brother. I'll be slapping some of this vinyl on tonight, before and after my visit with the graphic artist. God, it seems like I'm forgetting something I need to tell y'all. Be well.